guys, welcome back to the Wright State Guardian's podcast, Off the Record. I'm your host and editor-in-chief, Kylee Lairmore.
And I'm your host and social media manager, Macie Allen. And today joining us, we have special guests, Kassidy and Max Goettemoeller, who are both writing coaches at the Academic Success Center. Oh, guys, welcome to Off the Record.
Hi, guys.
Hello. We're so excited to have you guys. And Max, you're also a peer academic coach as well,
Yep.
so we'll be asking you. You can talk about both of those as well, too, as we go.
Okay, so let's start off with writing coaches. What does that entail? Like, what do you guys do?
Pretty much any kind of writing assignment a student has, or even just like personal projects, they can come in and get advice on it, and we just kind of collaborate on the projects.
Yeah, we just kind of, whoever needs to like book an appointment or is having problems or just struggles with their assignments, they can come in and book an appointment with us, and we can do one-on-ones and help them work through their assignment.
Okay. How long have you guys both been writing coaches?
I think we started at the same time, actually, just this past school year, so in August.
This is technically my second year because I started at Lake Campus, so I was a writing coach there as well.
Okay, cool.
But I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay.
And then, what made you guys want to become writing coaches?
For me, it kind of just it was just like a random opportunity at Lake Campus. My academic writing teacher said like they were kind of like revamping their success center and looking for new coaches and getting the space reorganized. So I signed up there, and then it was just kind of like a normal transition when I transferred here.
Gotcha.
So I was actually transferring from the University of Cincinnati last year, and I got an email, and I was like, maybe I should take this up because I didn't really have a job coming in for the school year. So I was like, let's try this out.
Yeah. Are you guys both like English fans? Like, do you like writing and stuff, or? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like poetry. I like poetry, but writing is not my fun.
Yeah. You're somewhat creative,
I
right?
am. I can write. I just don't like
You don't
it.
give yourself enough
Yeah.
credit. She liked it at one point in time.
At one point in time.
When it wasn't like work?
Yes, basically.
No. Okay. So do you guys write in your free time, or mostly just coach it and then do it for school?
I like creative writing and just like even just organizing the day or something, just outlining, taking notes, stuff like that.
Yeah. If you like creative writing, you should submit to Nexus. Yeah. It's our
Put the
literary.
flyer on the board.
Yeah. Insert here. It's our literary journal where we're doing like all a bunch of creative pieces, poems, short stories, pictures, art, anything of that realm, and you can do up to 2 submissions. So.
Is that attached to the new English club as
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
well? Okay, because we hosted a creative writing night at the Success Center.
Can you talk to Jackson?
I actually didn't catch his name, but somebody was there
Probably
to let us know about it.
Yeah, you should definitely think about it.
Yes. That was really funny. That was like his second time in English club, or maybe honestly his first meeting that he went to. And then all of a sudden he like had just joined the group me, and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm marketing for you guys here." And I was like, "Wow, go you!" Yeah. But yeah, you guys should both submit pieces into Nexus.
Yes.
Everybody should submit pieces into Nexus.
Open till October 1st?
October 1st, but sooner the better. So I have something to read over the summer. But yeah, so what are your favorite parts about being writing coaches?
I feel like knowing that I'm helping students, definitely, because some students come in very stressed and just upset and just I don't know what to do, and I feel like just knowing that I can help them and make them feel a little bit more at ease with their assignments and workload is very refreshing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how much perspective you gain from the position because you get people from all different kinds of majors, all different kinds of assignments. It's like some days you might have like a personal narrative assignment, and other days you'll have like a lab report for a really specific like science field or something. So it's cool to see all the different things that are going on around campus.
Yeah, actually, I have a question that kind of relates to that. How do you guys deal with if a writing assignment that's outside of your major? if you're like a STEM major and you have like a creative piece, like is that harder? Or like vice versa? Like if I were to do that, like I feel like I wouldn't be great with lab reports because I don't like do that kind of stuff. I'm a communications major, so I feel like I'd be a little bit like lost in that realm. But do you guys find that difficult at all, or?
I feel like one of the hardest to work with is like when engineering majors come in, because they have a specific, they don't use MLA or APA. I think they use like IEEE or something like that. Like I don't even know what that is, honestly. I personally have never had a writing appointment with a engineering major, so like that's luckily on me on my point. But honestly, if you don't know what you're doing, you can always ask someone else, and there's always multiple people in the writing center at one time. So if you really are struggling, you can honestly just be like, hey, can you help me out with this? Like, do you know anything about this? Or we also do have our like manager, Jill. She is almost always present in the writing center. So.
And on the other side of the room in the Academic Success Center, there's like tutors working for other topics. So I had one day where there was a paper and it was like the writing was good. It was just like they were worried about like the data from the lab or making sure they were properly like explaining a procedure. So we just got them set up with an appointment with a science tutor in that like same session space.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I never even thought about that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Awesome. What are your guys' favorite papers to kind of help with?
That is a great question. I don't know, actually. Personally, as a psych major, I do like the lab reports. Like, they're very
That's crazy.
easy.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of, like, thinking. It's not, like, trying to pinpoint everyone, like, what the story is trying to tell, I guess. And a lab report is very this,
yeah,
and this.
it's very, like, because if you have, like, creative pieces or more, like, English stuff like that, there you can also have it be, like, different perspectives or the way people inherit the question can be different, so that can kind of create some controversy. Whereas, like, you're right, with a lab report, it's more like, okay, this is what you need to do, this is how you write it. It's, like, straightforward. So that makes sense.
Some people even come with, like, political things, and, like, just, like, that can be hard, I guess. So.
My favorites are opposites. So I like when people come in with like just like a fun like personal project or if they have like an argument that like really means something to them. But then I also like when people come in with like they hate the class, they hate the assignment, and they don't know what's going on. I always think those are really fun appointments. Like somebody had like 4 printouts of her professor's instructions, and the assignment was really confusing, so we were just like trying to solve a puzzle for an hour basically.
Yeah, trying to like destruct what the prompt even is. I spend hours doing that. What do you mean?
And you only have an hour, so sometimes it can be very like. Sometimes I have absolutely no idea what the professor is trying to say in their rubric or anything.
I was gonna ask, do you ever like leave an appointment and feel like you didn't help?
Yes,
like,
yes. I actually recently had an appointment because the professor gave them a really low score, and I was like, I worked with you on this. How did you get that bad of a score? And he was like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not graduating soon. He was like, this is gonna set me back. I'm like, I thought I hoped. Like, I guess not.
Yeah. Well, also like part of that is also on the student too. Like if you don't take the initiative and like what they gain from you and actually put it forward, then that's obviously going to reflect in the grade. So you guys can only do so much.
I'd say if anybody hesitates about like if they should make an appointment or if they're like nervous, as long as they care or they're genuinely looking for feedback, I think we'll be able to help them.
Yeah.
It's just there are some people where it's kind of like what I was saying, where they don't necessarily understand the assignment, but then they also don't really care about it. So they come in and you're not really sure what you're helping with.
Right.
It's hard to meet them.
Yeah.
Would you say that you get more like people coming in that just want feedback, or they've already started the paper and have gotten pretty far and they're kind of needing that, or do you get more like we're going to work on an outline or maybe how to start the paper?
I feel like both, honestly. Me personally, I do in-person and email sessions. A lot of the email sessions are like, you have to have most of your paper done because you can't really have a one-on-one conversation in an email session.
Yeah.
An email session is you send me your paper, I give you my feedback on it. So if you come to an email session with having nothing done, there's nothing I can work off of.
Right.
But
if you send me a blank document, there's
right.
Looks great.
In an in-person session, I feel like you have both. Honestly, in an in-person session, there can be I don't know, it's just really honestly a mix.
I'd say pretty much the same thing.
Well, you mentioned earlier about, like, if people don't care, then that, like, makes things harder. What do you do to, like, help? If somebody comes in and they're like, this assignment is stupid, I don't want to be here, like, this, I hate this professor, I hate this class, I'm going to get a bad grade, like, what do you do to help so they actually take something away in the appointment? Because if they're going in with that mindset, then you obviously got to, like, fix that first before you can get anywhere.
Which seems like way above what
Right,
you guys are
right,
taught to do.
Yeah.
Changing their whole attitude towards the paper, but I'm sure you've had to do it.
I try to gauge, like, how much is it like they just don't like the class, or like they have a problem with the professor and that's why they're having trouble with the assignment, or if they are like genuinely confused about the instructions, and then just trying to at least give them some direction or the beginning of a plan to go home with.
Sometimes I would be like, oh, I had that professor I know. They really sucked. Even if I didn't have that professor, but like just trying to like get one.
Get on their, like, level.
Oh, your clients are going to be like, oh, I wonder.
Did she actually have that professor?
And also sometimes people have to come in just for a class. Like their professor will be like, take this to the writing center and have it looked over. So even times like that, you're like, it looks really good. Like there's not really much you can do in some appointments.
Yeah, I know some classes give, like, extra credit if the student, like, books an appointment.
That's nice.
Right?
I wish I had some of that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my English class did that last year, or last semester, but I never went.
Gosh, I see. Could
I
have came
know.
to your favorite.
I know, I should have. Honestly, you might have helped me get a better grade on my private paper. Yeah, how would you guys say being involved as, like, a writing coach or just in the Student Success Center, like, environment has helped you? And, like, first of all, what do you guys want to do for, like, your future careers?
I plan on going into counseling, so it is cool to have a job where, like, where I'm at now, there's not really any credentials to get into that kind of work or anything like that, so it's cool to work with people that are all, like, aiming towards helping other students in some way, and it's also all based around just like communication, understanding like a whole variety of situations that come in. So I think it's really good tools for any kind of student.
Yeah.
I 100% agree, because we're both actually psychology majors. I want to work with adolescents, so I feel like just having the communication, knowing how to communicate with someone from all different types of backgrounds, no matter what's going on in their life, because like you said, people can come in and just have no idea what to do, just like at a loss with their work at that moment. So it does kind of play into both. Like I can be a good psychologist for like 10 minutes and then help you with your paper.
Yeah, it gives you good practice.
Yeah.
Psych majors are taking over the writing center.
Yeah, we have so many.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was in there the other day, and you even introduced me to a friend of yours who I believe was also, or was she something else?
She was social work.
Okay. Yeah.
But like still in the same room, because she
Right.
said that she wants to do work with adolescents as well when she gets older. She just, social work is the easier route to get there instead of having a psych major now.
Yeah.
Could see that. Okay, and then are there any like memories or big accomplishments from your guys' time that you want to reminisce on? Could be serious or funny, whatever.
Memories could be the evil writing coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have like this little. No, you gotta do this. You came up with this, so this is on you.
No, it wasn't me. It was
it?
It was Liam's dream. It came. Our coworker who's leaving soon. He had a dream that there was an evil writing center, and we've spent the year trying to understand what, because there wasn't a story to the dream. He just knew there was an evil writing center out there somewhere. So we've
In
just
some alternate universe.
yeah, we've just been like trying to understand what that means. And
were they like sabotaging students' papers?
he said there was like no plot. It was just something
vibes.
out there.
Just an
Menacing.
ominous force.
Yeah.
Looming over the writing, so it's just like a cloud. Like,
We have evil writing coach pins.
Oh, that's great.
There's pins.
That's really good.
Wait.
I'm scared to put mine in my book bag because I'm scared like someone's gonna be like, "What's this?"
Right, like, are you an evil writing coach?
Yeah, I'm just a writing coach and I'm evil. I'm sorry.
Don't come to me. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear your paper apart.
I like the idea of somebody having an appointment and looking down at my backpack and just
Yeah.
and
They're
just
like,
wondering if they should ask about it or.
Yeah.
that's a great conversation starter though. Your pen.
On the other hand, though, I feel like I really have grown in my role a lot, being a writing coach. I feel like in the beginning I was very scared. I'm like, what kind of papers are gonna come? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But honestly, as time goes on, it comes with ease. It really does.
Awesome.
It's been a good mix of just like genuine like wholesome memories of just like people like gaining skills as writers or like overcoming a roadblock, and then there's just been just lots of funny stuff that's come in. And there was a guy that basically like he just hated the assignment and he didn't want to get hit with plagiarism, so he just had me make sure like his quotes looked good, but the whole paper like he didn't want it to fit the guidelines. He just wanted to make a statement with the assignment.
Plagiarism. Yeah.
He might have taken a pretty big hit to his grade with how he had it laid out, but he just didn't like the assignment, wanted to make a statement, but didn't want to get like sent to an office or anything. So
What was the one student that you had come in with the poo-poo paper?
that was the poo. Yeah,
Oh,
it
that
was
was the
tight. He
poo-poo
goes, "Oh, I
paper?"
gotta send it to you," and then my email, I get the notification, and it's like, "You have received poo-poo.txt."
Interesting.
Which is
Wait.
funny because I was supposed to have that client that day, like that student.
Yeah.
I was supposed to work with them. I ended up calling off for some reason. I think I was sick, maybe. I don't know. But then Max ended up getting it, and he was telling me the next day, and I'm like, huh, really glad I didn't get that one.
Yeah. You might have had a good time. Okay, so do you want to talk a little bit about being a peer academic coach as well, and what that kind of entails?
So most of what I did with that was as an EPAC last semester, which is the embedded peer academic coaches. So they're basically with the first year seminar groups, and they're just there to kind of help the professor just like just kind of guide the class a little bit. Like if you might be writing something on the board or just encouraging students to go out and do things on campus or connecting them to resources. And then the coaches pretty much just hang out on the other side of the Success Center room, and they're just there if anybody wants to drop in and go over like study habits, or if they need advice on like things to reach out to or things to do on campus. That's what we're there for.
Alright, so what made you get into that?
That was sort of I think when I interviewed with Jill, she was describing like the writing coach position, and then just kind of said that was something else I might be interested in trying. So it was kind of just her recommendation.
Awesome. Okay. And then how has that kind of helped you shape further what you want to do with counseling?
I think working with the class group and just would either of you have taken the first year seminar?
Yes, I had Victoria in my first year seminar.
That was one of the EPACs?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
She's a pack of some kind.
Because there's like there's the EPAC and the PAC, right? They're
which
different.
I didn't realize those were different.
So the packs are just there like at the tables in the Success Center for if students walk in, or you can schedule online with them, and it's basically geared towards study habits, campus resources. It's just like kind of like an advisor or just general direction with things. And I think there are some people there that have like repeat visitors where they're just trying to build like better study skills and have better, like keep up with their schedules better. And then the EPAC is like you do that on top of just being present in the seminar courses.
Yeah, that's what Victoria was then. Yeah, with Dr. Costa, with our seminar.
Okay.
But I liked Victoria a lot. I went, I think twice. I had a session with her. She helped me schedule my spring semester classes, and we talked kind of more about that because that was like the main thing I was really worried about, was just getting schedules figured out and just like staying on top of things, because my stuff towards the end of the fall semester got busy, and yeah, it's definitely a good experience for sure. Did you have one?
No, I wasn't here
Yeah,
this
I was
year.
gonna say you transferred.
Yeah. Okay, so this episode is going to go out right at the beginning of finals week. So we were hoping to maybe talk a little bit about how the Student Success Center can help during finals. Because I'm sure this is probably when you get a big influx of people, getting like those last final papers in and everything. So the people who are stressing out right now about those papers, myself included, how can they maybe go about scheduling appointments with you guys?
You can either come in to the Success Center itself, and we have like, what are they called? Like, we have front desk, and they can schedule an appointment for you, or you can go in on your Wings portal and go to like the Student Success portal and like click a couple buttons. I don't know what buttons exactly, but then it'll pop up all of the writing coach, EPAC or PAC, tutoring, math learning center, and all there. You can schedule there, and then it'll pop up like everyone's availabilities. I will say, if you're worried and you were stressed, come early. Don't wait until the last minute. We hate that, because I actually have someone that comes to me all the time, and they're like, oh yeah, it's due tonight at 11:59, and they have nothing done, and I'm like, I can't really help you, but I'll help you as much as I can.
Talk trash on the podcast. They're gonna see it.
But it's like, I can't really, like, I don't know, it honestly, come earlier. The sooner the better, honestly.
I kind of like the challenge of like a stressful last minute.
I love this contrast.
If there's any weird oddball, if there's any people watching with weird oddball assignments, just schedule with Max. We'll get it figured out.
Don't schedule with me. You stress me out.
If you are a planner and you're starting to think early, schedule with Cass.
I do also like helping with conventional appointments too. But
otherwise, okay. And then I guess you kind of mentioned the other Success Center, like tutoring options for those that maybe need science or math tutoring. Do you guys I know you guys are all in the same center. Do you talk with them ever?
we have some people that kind of just like float around back and forth, so I'd say most of the groups kind of stick to themselves, just depending on if like things are busy, but it's a lot of like people that have the multiple positions and stuff that know each other.
Awesome. So besides maybe the writing coach and then peer academic coach and then science tutoring, right? Math?
The tutoring involves like any like kind of all like a lot of the like first level classes, like a lot of 1,000 and 2,000 classes. There's a tutor for. Once it gets up to like the 3,000, 4,000 classes, it gets a little bit harder, and there's not as many tutors, I'd say. But I think we do have like a lot of tutors for like many different things. Like we do have like nursing if you're in anatomy. There's a couple anatomy tutors.
There's Spanish tutors.
Yeah, there's Spanish tutors. I don't really know all of them, but I know there is a lot.
And there's some cases where if a tutor is currently taking an upper level class, like people can ask if anybody is currently a tutor that's in that class that could be willing to help out. So there are some options there sometimes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so coming in to finals, maybe someone that feels pretty confident, doesn't maybe think that they need to come to you. What are like some like big small mistakes, like the small mistakes that you see the most often that you can kind of like maybe say make sure to check that before you turn in? Anything specific?
I feel like formatting a lot of the time. The big thing is most people look at is formatting in their citations. Like, did I do my citations correct? And did I format it correctly? Those are very easy, common fixes though. Like, they're very common, but they're very easy.
I'd agree with that, yeah. Just kind of little technical things that people miss.
Other times it can be they miss the entire rubric and you have to be like, hey, might want to like kind of redo your paper.
Don't miss the entire plot. This is not the question.
I actually have not had a session like that, but I know there are people that do, and they're like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I just had to tell them to redo their entire paper, and I'm like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, when I was talking about like some people where you're not really sure why they made an appointment, it's like they missed the deadline on pilot and they don't have access to the rubric anymore, and then they have personal feedback from the professor that they don't really understand because they didn't go to office hours or they didn't reach out, and then they're kind of there in the appointment and they're not really looking for any specific guidance, and so you're you just
Yeah.
kind of give them some general advice, and that's all you can really do.
They just want to say that they did it.
Right.
That they went, that they
make
tried.
themselves feel better, but
Maybe.
I say this so often, but I have easy appointments. I don't know why, but like I always
Knock
get like
on
the
wood,
very
sister.
easy.
Yeah,
no,
really.
literally. I get the very like, will you just check over this for me? But I feel like you get a lot of crazy appointments, such as the poo paper.
But I have a lot of really great people that come in too.
That's good.
So yeah, if anybody would see this and like feel offended or anything, there are a million great appointments that have been totally like within the realm of reason that I've had
right.
too. So
They outweigh the one poop
Weird,
paper.
yeah.
and I don't hold any grudges either if anything weird does come in. So
It's good.
We have a question from Sam off camera.
What is, like, you guys are psychology majors, what's the training process for this like? Because, like, you have to know so many different formats, so many different types of writing styles. What is the training process?
Great
like that?
question, Sam. That's why we have you in here.
Sorry, I was thinking about this the entire time.
No.
I'm like, how do you
I have
guys
to
know
think about
all
that.
of this?
Yeah,
Like, how do you just
what
know?
was the training like?
it's basically like making sure we've got, well, they go off of like the grades that we have in like English courses, integrated writing courses. So that already kind of like gets your foot in the door at least, because you're mostly helping people that kind of struggle with those kind of areas. And then it's sort of like if any kind of formats or advanced material comes in, we've got like a bookshelf with books we can check out on the topics. We've got like some websites and online resources we can go to. And then we've got like people like our manager, Jill. We can always go to her for help. So I'd say it's more about like collaboration and just like understanding like everyone is available to reach out and ask for help more than it's like we're trying to hit like a specific standard or know everything.
It's like you're not graded on how well you like.
Well, I don't think they're graded.
Well,
at
no,
all.
I know.
There's like a,
They're not graded at all, but like you obviously like it's not like a bunch of pressure if you like yourself like if somebody comes to you and you don't exactly know like right away everything that they need to know, you have other resources and stuff that you can, it's not like you're expected to know everything off the back of your hand because there are a bajillion formats out there. I do have a question with that though, like has this time like, because I know I'm bad with like certain formats, and has this time like, do like certain people come in, like have you learned a lot more about a format that you didn't know before? Like have you memorized more of like APA format or whatever else people commonly use that you like didn't know before? Or was it just kind of...
Honestly, not really, because I've really only worked with like MLA and APA, which some people hate APA. I love APA, it's my favorite.
You are such a STEM major.
But like I said, I've never had like any IEEE. I haven't had like any of the harder ones. One of my hardest papers, I think, was someone came in actually with a dissertation, like they were a graduate student, and they came in with their dissertation, and I was like, they were
See, do you ever feel like I'm not qualified to do this? Like, you should not be asking me any questions.
It was terrible because I was actually at home that day. I wasn't in the center. It was a video session, and I had no one around me to ask. I didn't, like, I was actually struggling because it wasn't even like a specific format. It was like MLA or APA. It was like his, whatever, the person grading his dissertation.
Do you even know how a dissertation is set up?
No.
I don't.
It was like, it had like forms of APA in it, but like whoever was like in charge of the dissertation, I don't know, guys.
That's crazy.
Had like a specific format, and it was like the first couple of pages needed to have like 1-inch margins, but then the last pages needed to have like something different. And I was trying so hard to try and figure it out, but no, when you do margins, it goes throughout the entire paper.
Yeah. How do
You can't. I didn't know what to do. I sat there for 45 minutes trying to figure out how to change things.
The entire appointment is just Cass
It's
editing
just
the
margins. Yeah.
It really
She's like,
was.
so this looks great. Your margins are perfect now.
Yeah.
Maybe reach out to someone else.
For everything
Yeah.
else, yeah. That's crazy. I would be very, very stressed at that.
Props to you.
Okay. Do we want to move on? Okay. So we thought, since this is actually our last podcast for the semester, it has been, I think this is what, 11?
This
12?
is episode 12.
Episode 12. So over the last, like, 12 episodes. We wanted to maybe talk about some growth in our organization and ourselves, and then have you guys maybe talk about growth that you've seen in the Writing Center, either yourself or the organization as a whole, and then yourself as well, and then some favorite moments, and what we're looking forward to next year. So, do you guys have anything that's like sticking out that you're like, wow, yeah, I definitely improved this, or anything like that?
I'd say I think going back to what I said, but I think it was the question about like our favorite thing, just like the amount of perspective gained just from seeing so many projects and working with so many students.
Yeah, you also mentioned just like your memories in general, just being like a lot of wholesome, fun moments. Like I know that's some of my favorite moments of working here is just literally just like meetings or just people's office hours. Like the stuff where you're just hanging out tends to have the best like little interactions. So I definitely agree on that front. Yeah, you too, right?
Yeah, I was zoned out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about some growth for you this year?
Yeah. I feel like I have lived like 7 different lives in one semester, truly. Or 1 year, actually. Because I started as an intern, so I feel like a whole different person now that like here where we are. I feel like coming in spring semester, I was like knowing that I had a paid role coming in and knowing that we were starting this podcast, I had a lot of things to focus on. So I kind of just, not that I didn't as an intern, but like when you're like the intern title just obviously feels a little bit smaller, and you just you're like working your way up. So definitely a lot of growth in my confidence, I feel like, the way I present myself. Oh my gosh, I remember my first planning meeting, I was so nervous. Because I didn't start going to planning meetings until you became editor-in-chief because I wasn't able to, with class conflicts and stuff. But I came in, and I remember it was like the last editor or planning meeting we had where we had to write our pitches on the board. And I was just like so nervous, and I felt every time going in with my pitches, I felt like they were like bad or weak pitches, but every single time I would pitch something, you would like look at me very, like you would listen and you would pay attention, and you would always just like reassure that those were good things. I would be like, I don't know how this is, and you're like, no, that's great, like I think you should do this and this, and it just always voted to my confidence. And I think I definitely improved in that throughout the year. Definitely as my pitches went on, I felt more comfortable, and I got to like, as we went with like BuzzFeed Week, I got to incorporate more of like my personal take and thoughts on it as well. So definitely, yeah, just confidence in the way I hold myself. I feel like in the organization as a whole, like I feel more so like I'm a part of it now. Not that I wasn't before, but like just the longer you're in an organization, the more you feel connected to it, obviously. So I definitely just see that just continuing to improve as we go. But yeah, that was kind of a mouthful, sorry.
No, I would completely agree, because now you have, like, you speak your mind, I would say, and say when you have ideas, when before it would have to be like,
you would kind of like
what are
force
you
it out of
thinking?
me.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I feel like now I almost talk too much. I feel like when people ask questions, I feel like when people ask questions and they're like asking you or Britt, but I know the answer, so I go to like answer, and I'm like, Macie, shut up, they didn't ask you, like stop. But I know I just feel like I'm really nosy, and so I just like to pay attention, and I pick up on a lot of the things that you and Britt comment on a lot, or just are telling me in general. I feel like, so I like to share, but sometimes I'm like,
She likes being the know-it-all, basically.
no, literally, I'm just,
it's so useful though, because sometimes I don't want to answer a question, and they'll be like midway through, and you'll be like, I know. I'm like, yes.
Okay, that
Go
makes
ahead.
me feel better.
Yeah. You know how many questions I answer a day?
I
would
do
ta-
know.
If you take like,
I'm like half of them.
if you can start answering your own questions, and then we'll be.
I
we'll
do
be
most
better.
of the time. Most of the time, my questions for you are honestly just confirmation.
Yeah.
before-
Or half the time you start a question and then you'll be like, oh, never mind. I think I figured it out.
I'm like, dumb question, but like, or you're just like I feel like I just already know the answer, and you're just kind of like, yeah, Macie, like, you're good, girl.
Yeah.
But
I would agree.
do you have any growth you want to reflect on, Miss Editor-in-Chief?
Yeah, well, this was a massive growth year for me. Specifically this semester, I, in like every realm, like I don't
Yeah,
really have like a
absolutely.
specific one that was honestly more than the other. I talk a lot more now. I go home every night with a sore throat. And that, what is new? That never used to be a thing. And yeah, I would say I'm actually like, this has been the first semester I've like said this multiple times now. I don't think on this podcast, but sorry if I have. That like I feel like kind of disappointed that it took me this long to be like involved in the, not in necessarily like editor-in-chief, but just like as involved as I am
Yeah.
on campus, because it's so much more fun. Like I
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
am more enjoying this year or this semester because of how involved on campus I am and how many people I get to interact with every day. And I'm sad that I only have like one more semester of it left, but happy that I've gotten to be a part of this organization's growth as well,
Yes,
which
absolutely.
segueing into that, the Guardian has grown so much. First off, we have this podcast, and we didn't have a podcast at the beginning of the year,
Right.
for the first entire semester. So to have this one and to have it completely rebranded with it being filmed, that's a big deal. So that all, and then so that's a big thing that I want to reflect on, and then also just some fun things that we're doing with Flight Party, which this is going to go out after, but I hope you had a great time, because I know you
were
went.
at the flight party and enjoyed your time.
And just things like that. I think we've really rallied together this year,
Absolutely.
and that nobody at the Guardian worked by themselves, I don't think. I think we worked as a collective team, and I think it really shows in all of the content and projects that we've
Absolutely.
put out that we are like actually friends. So
Yes, absolutely. I definitely, the connections that have grown this semester, and it's, again, credit to you, because we genuinely had such a revolving door of people, especially this semester with all the new hires and just everything. So there was constantly positions changing, people coming in and out, and you immediately stepped into that role that you needed to be and made people feel comfortable. And obviously I'm speaking from my perspective, but I think everyone else would agree with me when I say that you immediately made people feel comfortable, and just like heard and understood and made sure that everyone had a chance to be themselves and show what work they can put forward to build the organization. And I think that level of connection and commitment you have to the organization shows immensely.
thank you.
And of course, and it just shows honestly how strong we all are, and we're that way because, I mean, everyone puts in a large amount of work, but if you weren't at the forefront of it, we would not be where we are. So give yourself that credit, please.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. And then
Alright, your guys' turn. I feel like we yapped for a minute, but what are some personal growth in the Student Success Center, or just you guys personally, that you want to reflect on?
So wait, the last question was our like growth as students, and this is growth as coaches?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, you could do, or just like if you've noticed in the Success Center in general, like if there's like been a shift at all, or if community has felt stronger, have you like had stronger connections, or just feeling more confident and stronger in your role, anything in that sort?
I think we had a lot of new people all at the same time at the start of the year. I'd say we're probably like more of a cohesive team now. Just everybody was always supportive from the start, so it wasn't really like a disadvantage.
Right.
But I think now like we have a better sense of like who to go to for help with certain things. We have like some students who come in, they have like favorite coaches they work with, and I just feel like everybody kind of keeps each other like up to date on things, and just yeah.
In the beginning, I was so scared to talk to like anyone, any of the other coaches. I'm like, oh, they've been here for a while. I can't be friends with them. They know everything. But now it's like literally I'm like friends with almost everyone there. And some of them are graduating this semester. Like Liam, like that's so sad. I'm sad he's graduating. It's sad to see some people go.
Listen to paid leave.
He has his own band. Liam is the coolest guy ever, honestly. I think it is a little bit more different from your guys' perspective though, because you basically are like the highest editor-in-chief. We have multiple, there's not really much that we can do ourselves in growth besides ourselves. But in the Success Center as a writing coach, it really is all up to like Jill. And, I mean, like we can obviously help a little bit, but like Jill's the big guy there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel I've definitely grown a lot there. I feel comfortable talking
And
to
Allison. Shout out to Allison as well.
Allison, yes. But I have grown a lot there, and I feel like I talk to like a lot of more people than I used to. I'm comfortable with talking to everyone instead of just being scared off in a little corner.
And we have some people who kind of started out like they'd come in to just like study or something, and then or people that were kind of like shy about scheduling an appointment, and now they're just kind of like regulars. Just sometimes they're just hanging out in there. So it's kind of a small community.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Any, I'm guessing you guys are both planning to be writing coaches next year?
Yep.
Yes.
Imagine they're like, no.
Anything like different or exciting that anybody can look forward to, or just kind of you'll be there ready in August to help again?
We're putting together presentation practice appointments.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, that's a great resource. I would absolutely use that if I had. I guess I don't have
That is a
presentations,
great
but
way, yeah.
Are we supposed to have like our like own little rooms for people to like practice their presentations in? We haven't really went in depth in this.
That's that side office that they're.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're turning that into.
I did not know that.
Wait,
Okay, great information.
That's really, really
genius.
good. Yeah.
Especially for the people that are forced to take like public speaking classes for their major. And if
Gross.
you don't like public speaking, a lot of people get really nervous, and like those types of stuff can help so much, because that's obviously a major part of your grade is how you present yourself in a public speaking role. So helping with those, like your writing can be great, but if you're like constantly stuttering or just like are bad with eye contact, that's a great. I love that they came up with that. That will definitely be used.
Yeah, for sure.
We're trying to make it where we're still figuring out how this would be listed on Wings, but basically like letting students know they could come to practice the public speaking, or if they just want to have like better slides, or if it's like an essay that also needs like a presentation part to it as well, like getting advice on that. So we're trying to gear it towards like all kinds of presentation practice or advice.
So would that be like under the writing coach role, or would that be like a whole other job title?
For now, yeah, it's going to be from the writing center.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Any other things you're looking forward to going into the new year next year? What grade will you guys be in?
That'll be my junior year.
Junior year.
Looking forward to, we actually had Liam started like these write nights where basically it's just kind of like coaches will be there. You don't have to schedule an appointment, and you could just be there working on a project and ask for general advice, or you could just sit down with someone specifically. And then we did a creative writing night recently that was really fun, where people just brought in whatever they were working on for an hour and just talked about it. So we're hopefully going to host those more regularly next year.
I think those are nice because you can also get feedback from multiple different coaches at one time, which one person's feedback can be completely different from another person's feedback, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
What about the G? What do we have?
Next year, the biggest change will be Nexus. I guess not change, but addition. Yeah, there we go. So working really hard on that to get that set up for December release and hopefully have it printed and
I was gonna say,
a
is
fun
it printed
party.
or digital? Okay.
Hopefully, I suggest I submitted a budget for it to be printed.
Got you.
But
Give
Dylan,
us the money, please.
please.
Us, cut that. That was funny.
But
Or clip, not cut. Don't cut that. That was funny.
I was like, wait.
No, clip.
But so that'll be new and exciting to kind of partner with English Club, which become definitely more of a active member than I was earlier this semester.
You're a busy gal.
Yes, but I really do. I love working with them, so I'm really really excited
Yes.
to bring like a full creative piece to the Guardian. So that is kind of the biggest thing, and then a transition in leadership. So starting to think about that, and figuring out how that's gonna work and everything, and like making sure the Guardian is going into good hands.
Yes. I trust whomever. You're not gonna leave the Guardian to drown.
It's not gonna be up to me once I hand it off.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Okay, so then what are you looking forward to next year?
Oh goodness, I'm looking forward to, I guess, coming in with an already established role. Like I feel like I had a lot of changes from fall to spring, and it was just kind of a lot of different adjustment periods, but I'm excited to be able to come in strong and kind of prepare over the summer on ways that I can improve. With my position that I'm in as social media manager, I can think of new like content things to do. I can think ahead so that I have strong ideas coming in. I'm just excited for another year of great things to come, new accomplishments. I'm sure there's going to be other things that arise that I'm just excited to experience it all again and just have another great year.
Excited to do more off the record.
Yes, I am. Hopefully have some guests that we've had on our list for a while that we're hoping to have before Kylee graduates.
Yes. Okay. Do we want to go ahead and do our high and low of the day and maybe wrap it up?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any personal growth that you're doing over the summer, or any exciting
Ooh, how to turn a question on
exciting
podcast
summer, or anything new that you're doing next semester?
Over the summer? Oh goodness. Over the summer I want to take all my free time and just like focus it back on like my hobbies and just stuff that I'm not having time to do right now. I actually have a not so secret anymore book talk account that I want to start back up over the summer while I have the free time. Hi Sam, looking at me, what's that?
I knew about this, but I forgot because I haven't
Yes.
known since December.
Yes.
I don't need to know what that is.
You don't even post on it anymore. You gotta like
That's
keep that
why.
up.
That's why I need to. That's what I'm saying. Over the summer, I want to
Make that money. You can make so
I
much
know,
money
I
on
could
there.
Get on the. Ooh, I need to talk
Creator
to you about.
funds.
Yes, about Julia. Shout out Julia. Find Macie's book. I can tell you what it is, honey.
Oh, okay. I was
give
gonna
it
go
to
on
you.
like a. I was gonna go on
Deep
try
dive?
like a deep
No,
dive.
it's Should
Put it
I
on the screen,
Should
yeah.
I promote it?
No.
It's called Bookish with Macie. That I might change it to a more, I don't know, I haven't decided if I want to do it just like a more media-based overall. Sam found it really fast.
Do
That was
it
freaky.
media with Macie.
Yes, like
or
my,
Macie.
I was gonna do like
Love-
Macie X Media
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that, or I can make it the same as my Instagram handle, but is that like,
No,
'cause the
you're not, like,
Instagram-
making.
right, I'm not,
Yeah.
right. So
I
like
mean, you are.
Macie-
I guess technically you are making
Macie-
media.
I love the alliteration though, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
This can be a later
Yeah,
conversation.
this is a side topic. This is what happens when you
Yeah.
ask Macie personal questions. But yeah, working on that, taking my time to do some creative writing, and just work on, I love poetry, so poetry's a big thing. I'm working on trying to publish my own poetry book, so I want to work on that more over the summer. And just spending more time. I haven't read consistently in a while. Like, I just want to enjoy the summer, the time off, and take that to just reflow my creative juices. But awesome, yeah. What about you, Kai?
Well, I am getting knee surgery the next week, and so at the end of finals, and so I get a nice, like, probably 6 weeks of no walking.
Yeah.
So I will be with my nose in a book and probably watch I have, like, so many movies that I want to, like, I know this is not growth, but, like, I'm healing. My knee is regrowing.
Healing yourself.
My
Her
knee is re-healing.
My knee is growing and my creative side is growing. This is our growth.
Yeah, and I want to work more. Like, I started drafting up my novel this semester, and it is a mess. Mess. I've never seen anything worse. So figuring that out. But yeah, I guess that would be all from me.
Thanks for the question, Kim.
Great. You're so welcome.
No, we never get asked questions.
I know.
That was fun.
She flipped it on us. Okay, hi and hello.
Yes.
Whew, this is like the first one in a while I haven't actually thought of, like, previously. Thank you. My high... What was my... Actually, I do know my low. I know my low, so I'm gonna start with my low. My low is somebody was supposed to meet me for lunch, because we have lunch every Tuesday,
Is she talking about me,
by the
guys?
way.
She's not talking about me.
And somebody...
Eye contact. Ooh.
Yeah, somebody didn't meet me for lunch. Not
Oh
only
my god,
did
did
she
you ghost her?
Yes! Not only did she
Just
not
prefer
meet
to
me
sit
for
off to the
lunch,
side.
she
Yeah.
didn't tell me that she wasn't gonna meet me for lunch.
Wow.
I said,
That's pretty low.
I said, are we still
honestly.
meeting for lunch today? Nothing. I
Radio
didn't hear
silence.
anything from you until you called
Crickets.
me right before class,
sorry.
asking me to tell Maya I had to go to class. I was like, bruh, literally just didn't even. And that happened like last week too, like 2 weeks ago. So that was my low.
Is this play about me, guys?
Yeah. No, all jokes aside though, I love Cass, don't worry. That wasn't me being like a hater.
She hates me.
Well, I mean, it was a little
I mean,
bit.
that, yeah,
It
that's,
was. I was hating on
justified.
her choice. Thank
Justified.
you. Thank you. I
A
think
text
so too.
goes far.
Thank you. I think so too. Next time, just text the girl back.
Just text
My high, besides doing this podcast, because I say that every time. Actually, that probably is my high today. Honestly, today has been kind of a weird day. I didn't really do anything. Other than, I came into the office earlier and was just hanging out. I literally just came in to be here and hang out because I didn't have nowhere else to go. So that was fun. We all hung out. I got to see our little coloring pages that we're putting out at the flight party tomorrow.
They're
that are
so
all
cute.
pictures of the Guardian staff. So you can
But made it
legit
into doodles.
color a picture of yourself.
Yeah. There's
How
a photo
cool
of you,
is
there's a
that?
photo of you, there's a photo of Sierra.
It's great. I'm so excited.
It's so cute.
So that
They're
was
so
probably my high.
We should do that for the writing center where we like write quotes for
Yeah.
people's picture. that would be great. I'm sure that wouldn't go wrong at all.
What about you guys? Highs and lows?
What about Kylie?
She goes
Oh,
last.
I go last.
She always
Oh,
goes last.
okay.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
worry.
This is the structure. I refuse to go anywhere.
Because
near
Kylie
the
can't
top.
think of anything right away, so she has to go last.
I'm a slow thinker.
Even though she knows it's coming every single
High and
time.
low. Or do you
And
want me to go?
I'll
She'll
still pause
still
before
take
it's
5 minutes to think about what she's gonna say.
Okay, so Lieutenant has to be called out today.
Hey, so hating on Kylie.
Sorry, guys, go.
I guess say the high would be getting to be on a cool podcast because I only
thank
just
you.
found out this existed like last week.
Oh, perfect. Now you get something to watch every Monday.
Hey, yeah, you should binge watch all 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Get their views up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
I guess the low would be just being in the crossfire of the beef.
Oh, I know. That's pretty rough.
Guys, she is my best friend in real life. I promise we're not like we know this is a thing. But yeah, I told her beforehand I'm gonna call her out.
It's okay. Okay, my high of the day is that my class got canceled. Lovely, love that.
Class got canceled, so she wasn't in class, so she got texted me back.
Stop!
Yeah, yeah, you just dug yourself into a deeper
Sorry,
hole.
guys.
I had actually nothing going on.
Just dig
I
my
was
grave
probably
for me.
on my
That made her
phone.
low lower.
Just dig my grave, guys. Just come on. My low of the day is getting yelled at by Macie, even though it was my fault. It was my fault. I take the blame, guys.
Low
I
of the
take
day
the
is
blame.
not having lunch with your best friend.
Okay.
And then you had to get the wrath afterwards.
It's okay. I deserved it.
Yeah.
At least you know.
I'll take accountability, guys.
There you go.
Right. Yes.
That's what they teach you at the writing center.
Alright. Kylie, your turn, queen.
Okay. Not gonna take 5 minutes, like Samantha said. My low today.
Full name!
I only actually ever call her by her
She
full
does.
name. And she clocks me every time, but like it's nothing different. Like I
Right.
always say her
Nothing.
full name. Yeah. Shut up.
It's nothing different.
My
I love
low
you so much, I'm sorry.
is all of the papers that I have to write and the words that I have to write for novel writing. I'm just kind of out of ideas. I'm out of gas completely. My high would be that we did a lot of prep for the flight party tomorrow, and we got like decorations. I've got stuff to make Rice Krispie treats, so it's gonna be so much fun. And I printed out those coloring pages that I didn't draw them, but like kind of did them.
Right.
So Canva did them, but really I had to like do some cleanup, so I'm really excited about those. And we did word searches, and yeah, so that's kind of, and I had my last ever climate fiction class today, which I actually like that class, so that's kind of a low, but
And tomorrow
happy to just be
is
done.
your birthday.
Tomorrow is my birthday, so I
Happy
do
birthday.
get to, thank you. I get to eat seafood tomorrow, so I'm excited about that.
Ooh,
yeah, girl.
love
I was like,
some
that sounds like
seafood.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seafood boil, I'm ready.
That sounds exactly
Yeah.
like you.
Where at?
Ready. I don't know, we're trying this new place. Usually
Are
we
you gonna
go
go?
to Hook and Reel.
Hook and Reel was the
Yes,
best.
it's so good. But now we're going to somewhere in, like, my dad's friend recommended, like, some other seafood boil buffet type of thing in Cincinnati. I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
Dang,
going.
girl, you going all the way to
hungry.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Enjoy that.
When in,
seafood boil.
I get it once a year. I literally get a seafood boil once a year. So, yeah.
It's too
Yeah.
expensive.
I know it's too expensive, so.
Enjoy that seafood.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna be sick. I eat so much.
All right. On that note, this is your reminder to read the G and watch Off the Record, which you're already doing part of that, so good job. And follow, like, and subscribe. As always, we have new episodes, audio format, every Friday on WWSU 106.9 at 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And the video format goes up on the YouTube at the Wright State Guardian every Monday at 6:30 p.m. And do we wanna, is there anything else am I missing?
Do you guys have,
Yes.
you want to say make an appointment?
Make an appointment.
Yeah.
Another writing center.
If you're struggling with finals, come see us. Your best, Kassidy and Max.
Perfect.
And the Success Center has an Instagram too, correct?
Yes.
What is that?
I think it's just Academic Success Centers.
Alright.
Maybe like ASC dot.
No, I
Right,
think
or
it's
something.
just Academic Success Centers.
Yeah, we'll fact check it.
We'll fact check
This
it,
year
guys.
we'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, this year.
And yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching or listening or all of the above.
Okay. Now we're off the record. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.